There are better ways to keep cool. Call KS Services and receive a new Bryant unit with no payments and no interest for 18 months. Stay cool now and pay later. Visit callks.com for more.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition. This is for Wednesday, the 28th of October. I'm James Spann. Zeta approaching landfall across southeast Louisiana, and a high-impact wind event is likely for much of Alabama tonight. A lot of things to talk about, so let's dive right in. First off, as we typically do, this is the upper air pattern. Very deep upper low over West Texas. That's the reason they've had the snow and the ice there, and that is propelling Zeta toward the coast, and that will be moving this thing very quickly through Alabama tonight. That was the radar composite at 210. A lot of rain in progress across the state. And down to the south, you can see that eye feature with Zeta coming up on the Louisiana coast. A fairly mild afternoon. Temperatures are mostly in the 70s. So here's our watch warning map. We have a tropical storm warning now for a pretty good chunk of Alabama. All those counties in the darker shades of maroon, basically from Interstate 59 south. To the north of there, we have wind advisories for Pickens, Fayette, Walker, Cullman, Blount, Marshall, and Jackson counties. We should also note there is a flash flood watch in effect for much of the state as well. Speaking of that, this is the expected rain across the state basically tonight. Rain amounts between 1.5 and 2 inches for much of the state, isolated totals to 3 and 4 inches. Now, in terms of the severe weather threat, the isolated tornado risk, the core threat will be across the southern half of the state tonight, areas down there in yellow, south of Montgomery. But there is a low-end marginal risk as far north as Birmingham and Weiss Lake, so we'll be watching radar trends carefully tonight. Then tomorrow, the risk moves on to the east, and on Friday, the weather nice and quiet across the country. So let's focus on Zeta. This thing just won't weaken. The top wind's 100 miles an hour, even though the water is cooler. This is a Category 2. And again, it's almost at landfall, and no change in the idea this will be racing through Alabama tonight. And this is the Storm Surge Forecast and Hurricane Center. No change for Dauphin Island, 6 to 9 feet. Mobile Bay, 4 to 6 feet. And the Baldwin County beaches, Fort Morgan, Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, a 3 to 5 foot storm surge. So this is modeling tonight. This is the high-res NAM at 1 a.m., just after midnight. And this is reflectivity. The core heavier rains coming up into the Birmingham metro from the south. But the wind is the big issue, not the rain. So this is the model showing the peak 10-meter wind gusts just after midnight tonight, little off the surface, and you can see that core over Wilcox, Dallas, Lowndes, Montgomery County, suggesting there could be some winds gusting to 60, maybe even 70 miles an hour. Winds gusting to 46 in Tuscaloosa, 42 in Birmingham. And this is the actual swath of the event. I think this is a better graphic because this pretty much counts everything that will happen through tomorrow morning. And you can see potential for wind gusts down in Mobile County to near 80 miles per hour. And again, approaching 70 in parts of southwest Alabama. And then Tuscaloosa 46, Birmingham 58, Anniston, Gadsden 60 and 62 miles per hour. So a very formidable gradient wind event, as this thing just will not have time to spin down. And the fast forward motion enhances the wind velocities we experience in that quadrant of the storm. So obviously, if you've not done so, now is the time to secure anything in your yard that might fly away tonight. And understand, I do think we'll see many, many trees blown down. And like we've talked about, if I live in a mobile home surrounded by pine trees, I would consider spending the night somewhere else tonight. Just a thought. And understand, power outages could be widespread. And if this is a widespread power outage event, it might be, instead of hours, days for some of you before power comes back on. So make plans for that as well. Of course, be sure all your electronic devices are charged up so you will be in touch with what we're doing tonight on the weather coverage. Now, the other issue, it's the tornado threat. This is the significant tornado parameter at 1 a.m. You see those higher values south of Montgomery. Although there could be a few isolated tornadoes over East Alabama as well. We'll watch radar trends carefully. All of this will be winding down by daybreak tomorrow. Now, this is tomorrow at 4, the GFS, the 12Z run. There's that very intense trough. That was the upper low that came out of the southwest coming through here, pushing Zeta out. Zeta should be in New Jersey by this time tomorrow. And tomorrow for Alabama, the rain ending early in the day. The sky becomes partly sunny. For most places, a nice day. The winds will die down. Friday, a beautiful day. We start the day in the 40s, the high in the 60s. A cool, crisp autumn day. Same thing for Saturday. Lows in the 40s, highs around 70, bright sunshine. And Sunday, we're dry. Go back on standard time. Lows should be around 50, highs around 70, and a new surge of pretty cold air coming down the pike, and we'll start to feel that Monday. Monday morning, lows drop in the 30s, highs drop in the upper 50s with a sunny sky. And Tuesday, we might see some spots with a freeze early Tuesday morning. A lot of locations will see frost. The high Tuesday afternoon should be in the middle 60s, and this is a week from today, Wednesday the 4th, ridging building, and again, beautiful weather. We'll go out 10 days. This is Saturday the 7th of November, big trough in the west. Evidence of a little upper low maybe to the west of here, and that's suggesting maybe a few showers near the Gulf Coast, but if this verifies, much of the state dry. Rain for Birmingham off the GFS ensemble. Between 2.5 and 3 inches, almost all of that will be coming today, tonight, and very early tomorrow. And the temperatures, you can see the big cool down, highs in the 60s for the weekend, 50s on Monday, and again, notice those lows in the 30s Monday and Tuesday morning. And then back in the low 70s toward the end of next week. And hot off the presses, the new CPC outlook. This is for November 5th through the 11th, showing temperatures at that point could be a bit above average. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Never wait for hot water again with a tankless water heater from Plumbing Experts. Tankless water heaters are easy, convenient, and now more affordable with a no-interest financing for up to 18 months. Stop with the cold showers and wasted water and call Plumbing Experts today.